Dana here. Good morning. It is 7 o'clock in the morning here in Germany when this video comes out, and I'm probably still sleeping or just waking up now, and I haven't looked at the news yet, but when I do wake up, I'm sure that will be the very first thing that I do, because by now we should probably know who won the presidential election in the US. Unless, of course, Florida screwed things up again. I'm filming this video on Monday, November 7th, the day before the official election day in the US, but some people, like me, have actually already voted, either by mail-in ballots or some states do have early voting. And wow, yeah. I thought that the 2000 and 2008 election cycles were tight, intense, emotional races, but yeah, I guess I clearly had no idea what was coming. This has been a long, emotional campaign for everyone involved. I think that's, at this point, that's something that pretty much everyone can agree on. Lots of emotions, roller coaster, ups and downs, just a wild year and a half that this campaign has lasted. When I moved to Europe 8 years ago, I was totally looking forward to and couldn't wait to learn all about other countries and cultures and find out how other people around the world go about their life on this planet. But what I was not expecting was how much I would actually learn about my own country where I grew up from living abroad. Seeing the country I grew up in a new way, simply from getting a little distance, stepping away from it, having a new perspective, kind of like how a maze looks different if you're down in the maze versus if you're seeing the maze from a helicopter above it. I don't know, it's not a perfect analogy, but kind of something like that. But then also seeing my country from a different way as I learn about how other people around the world see the US. Sometimes the way people see the US really opens my eyes to a new way to see things. But of course, sometimes when I find out how people see things in the US or how they think it works in the US, I think, there must have been some sort of miscommunication along the line somewhere. With my videos, I often try to clear up misunderstandings or shine a spotlight on just cultural differences, big and small. And it's really great. Also, down in the comments, there's often a lot of really interesting feedback, because sometimes, of course, I misunderstand things as well. And so I just think it's really great, the cultural exchange in both directions. In this case, with the presidential campaigns, before moving to Europe, I did not realize that the campaigns in the US were so long and intense and expensive. I mean, of course I knew that the campaigns in the US were long and intense and expensive, but I just thought that's the way campaigns were. I just thought that was part of life, part of presidential elections. I had never experienced it any other way. Living in Germany, however, I've seen and learned firsthand that that's not how the campaign process is everywhere. And actually, I've learned that people here often look on at the campaign process in the US with bewilderment. How many TV spots do you think the parties here in Germany air for their election? How many ads do they make? 15, 20, 30 per party? One. Each party has one 90-second ad that they air. One. Now, okay, that does not mean that that one ad is only aired one time. But wait, before you start going and saying, aha, you see, they just air that ad a bajillion times until people get it into their thick skull, I got some numbers for you. According to the Kölner Stadtanzeiger, in the last German election, the SPD, one of the big parties in Germany, their ad was set to run a grand total of 192 times on TV. And the other big party, the CDU, was set to run their single ad 156 times. Whereas, okay, are you ready for it? Whereas in the 2012 presidential election, political ads were run a total of 197,603 times in Florida. Dang, in Florida alone. Talk about cultural differences, different ways things are done. That is different. And I mean, also in Germany, the campaign period does not last a year and a half. A year and a half. That is a long campaign time. And it's not just, of course, it's not just people outside of the US that think that this year and a half campaign process is really long. I've noticed a lot of Americans complaining about the long campaign or just being emotionally drained and tired and exhausted from a year and a half of it, and yet the campaigns seem to just keep getting longer. Another thing that I've experienced firsthand living here in Germany is living in a country with a multi-party system. In the US, you've got two main parties that are running the show. Whereas in Germany, as the name implies, you've got multiple political parties in parliament. And so you don't have, whereas in the US, you often hear, like, if you vote for a third party, you're throwing your vote away. You often hear that, whereas in Germany, with the multi-party system, you don't have that if you vote for a smaller party. America is really split on some very big issues. So would having a political system like in Germany with multiple parties, would that help? Maybe that would help because, right now people are forced to choose between two extremes. There's no gray area in there. So maybe by adding in a little bit of gray, some pink, maybe some purple, maybe the country could find a middle ground that everyone could at least, for the most part, agree on, or maybe not. Maybe for some topics, there just isn't a middle ground. So my question for you is, how are elections done in the country where you live? And for Americans watching this, what would you want to change about the election or political process in the US? Please let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you like what I do and you're not subscribed to the channel yet, you could subscribe for more videos. And also, if you liked this video, you could show some love with the like button. And also above my head, there's another video up there that maybe you'd like to check out. And for more photos and sometimes other short video clips, you can check me out over here on my Twitter and my Facebook page. Until next time, auf Wiedersehen. Different video. I can't get into that right now. I'm filming this video on... Hey everyone, Dana here. Good morning. It's 7 o'clock in the morning when this video comes out in Germany. I almost said Florida.